so Alex wanted to do a piece on me because he's got people that work for him that do jujitsu.
Right.
And so Alex found out that I was going to be there, and he decided to go down and interview. Dude, he had an InfoWars mic.
Yes.
He's at he's sitting next to me during the invitational, during the tournament, which was fucking nuts. And he's right there, and like Alex Jones, like holy shit, it's pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
And
God
he
damn.
fell in love with jiu-jitsu. He was there for the whole place, for the whole tournament. Wanted to stayed afterwards, stayed for the podcast. He was there for hours with that InfoWars mic. He wants to bring his daughters to jiu-jitsu.
That's
he
amazing.
wants to do jiu-jitsu. Like,
I hope
I
he
lost
does.
30 pounds. He
used to be ripped. You ever see what he used to look like? Dude, he was a stud.
He wants to get skinny and
Why
ripped
don't
again.
I know this guy?
Alex Jones, InfoWars infomercials.
He's the most popular conspiracy theorist. He's like the...
Oh, yeah, I definitely want to know.
He runs, well, he used to be a radio DJ a long time ago. He's still kind of doing radio, but it's now, most of it is on the internet, but he does a lot of it, I guess, on like AM stations. I still think he's syndicated. He does both, right? He does like the radio part, and then he does, because the dirty part, the internet part is when Joey came on, and Joey was swearing. Remember, you've seen that thing.
Yeah.
That's all on the internet. That's only his internet version.
Yeah.
But he has a radio version too.
I just get his app, and I just, anytime he's out there's like
he's got an
24
app, too.
hours.
And he's just
But
spitting
he's-
out conspiracy theories?
Yeah, he's a conspiracy theorist
Yeah,
guy, like heavy duty, over the top. But he's been, I've known him. I've been friends with him since '99. I did a comedy DVD in Austin. And he and I put on George W. Bush masks. I was Bush younger, and he was Bush older. He was Herbert Walker Bush, and I was George W. Bush.
Sounds awesome.
And we ran around the fucking Capitol building, like where the state capitol is,
What?
in Austin, and filmed it. It was just so retarded, so
Random
stupid.
shit.
I became friends with him back then, so we've known him for 16 years now.
Yeah.
I bet you and him just get balls deep in conspiracy theories.
He doesn't. We partied in Vegas one weekend. Joe took him out to the UFC. He flew in, and man, he does not. You would think that he was like, dude, we're out partying. Let's not talk about conspiracy theories.
Oh, I wouldn't
He's
think
ready
that
to
at
go.
all.
He's ready to go all day.
for sure.
He's got so much fucking information, man. It's incredible. And
he's a funny dude.
yeah, I love that dude. That dude is so cool. I could sit there and hang out with him for hours and just.
course you
You know what? I think people
he's
get
he's a
wrong
genuinely good guy. He's a
Yeah.
really good guy. He's
I'm
not like
sure.
just a fucking crazy wacko. Everybody thought he was crazy back in the day, but even the last time Joe was on his show on the phone, you said, man, all that stuff that people were accusing you of being crazy about, all that shit is coming true, Alex. You said that on the radio, like the NSA stuff. Like he was the first one.
He was saying
way
a long time ago that the NSA was going to be monitoring everyone's phone calls and was going to be recording everything you do.
People thought he was
And
nuts.
they were like, you're out of your mind. There's no way that's going to happen. Also, one of the big ones that I found out from him was he had this video called 911 The Road to Tyranny, I think it's called. And a lot of it was about agent provocateurs. And what it's about is how they would go into a peaceful protest and they would send these people, whether they were cops or soldiers, whoever the fuck they were wearing government-issue boots, and they would send them into these peaceful protests. They would wear masks, and they would just start smashing things. So they would pretend that they were a part of the protest. So they'd go in the protest, they'd smash storefronts, they'd smash car windows, create havoc. Then the cops would move in, and in the case of the World Trade Organization, these agent provocateur guys, these guys that got hired to go in and start smashing shit, they all went into a house and waited. And then the cops waited outside. They all negotiated. Nobody rushed in and took these people. And then they eventually let them all go. Weird. Like there was some sort of behind-the-scenes conversation.
Yeah,
but when they did it, they stopped the entire protest. They made it a protest-free zone. And they were literally, and this is all on the news, they were literally telling people you couldn't go in there with a badge on. If you had a badge that said WTO on it with a line through it, they were telling people you can't have that badge on as you go on your way to work.
Jesus.
You're not allowed to protest. It was a protest-free zone, all because of these government agents. Now, I thought, like, there's no way the government actually does that. But it turns out once I read that, or once I watched it, then I started reading about it. And it's a common tactic. They've done it forever.
It's technique. It's just like there's a bunch of CIA whistleblowers, ex-CIA agents. John Stockwell, for once, a YouTube search, John Stockwell, he's written books. He says that it's just techniques. The way they set people up, the way they create Nazis. They'll bring in some crazy, extreme, radical people, and they go, "Okay, cool, you want to be in the CIA? Help us out." And they set them up. They got these dumb people that they always set. It's
called honey-dicking.
Exactly.
Honey-dicking.
And what they do is, if they want to
government honey-dicking.
what they'll do is like exactly what Joe said. They'll get like professionals to go in there, cause some shit, kill people. I'm not making this up. This is what John Stockwell says. They go in there, and the more people they kill, the more effective it is actually. So what they'll do is they'll take professional like dudes that go in there and take people out, and then they'll put their patsy in there. Boom, blame them. Put some shit on the fucking media. They run the media anyways, and then they shoot the patsies. We got them with some crazy people.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the Lee Harvey Oswald story. Lee Harvey Oswald was an idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely an idiot. He was smart. He went to Russia.
They set him up the whole time. He was
he's a knucklehead.
They set him up the whole time.
That guy was a knucklehead.
He was
We are
involved.
balls deep in conspiracy theories.
I
like it.
Hey, but Brendan,
He's getting ramped up, though. Look at him.
He really, you know what it is?
I get scared when he goes